So in the Indian state of Bihar, something really different is happening on the political scene. It's not your usual rallies or election does. It's about walking. Literally thousands of kilometers. It's called Jansuraj, and it's a massive attempt to rebuild politics from the ground up, starting with the villages. So let's dive into how they're trying to pull this off.
At the very heart of this entire movement are these two core ideas you see right here, Sahi Soch and Samuhik Prayas. That basically means right thinking and collective effort. The whole philosophy is built on this really simple belief that if you have the right mindset and you work together, you can solve just about any problem. This is the bedrock of everything they're doing.
Okay, so what does this new beginning actually look like? Well, it's a campaign led by the well-known political strategist Prashant Kishore. And the goal is, frankly, huge, to create a totally new path for Bihar, one that tries to sidestep all the usual political drama and put development right at the very front.
The name itself, Jansuraj, translates to good governance of the people, and that's exactly what the mission is all about. It's a campaign designed from the get-go to chart a new course for the state by talking directly with its citizens. And that phrase, direct public engagement, is absolutely crucial here.
So how in the world do you get that kind of direct engagement on such a massive scale? Well, you walk. A lot. The core of this whole campaign is this incredible foot march, or padayatra, and it's designed to connect with people in every single corner of the state.
You know, the starting point for this journey is deeply symbolic. It kicked off on October 2nd, 2022, which is Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, from the very ashram that he founded. So right away, it connects this march to India's long history of grassroots movements. And the timeline? Just as ambitious. They're projecting about a year and a half to walk across the entire state.
And the scale of this walk, it's just staggering. We're talking about 3,500 kilometers on foot. I mean, just to put that into perspective, that's roughly the distance from London to Cairo. It's a monumental undertaking, no matter how you look at it.
But look, this isn't just about covering distance. The Padayatra is really a massive listening tour. The whole idea is to connect with every village, every single community, and to understand their real problems, their hopes, and their ideas for solutions, straight from them, with no filter.
So what's the big idea behind all this? What's the core philosophy that gets thousands of people to commit to walking across their entire state? Let's get into it.
The central idea is Suraj, or self-rule, a concept that's heavily inspired by Mahatma Gandhi. It's all about creating a system of governance that truly belongs to the people themselves, not to one powerful leader, not to a political dynasty, and not to a single political party.
And this breaks down into 4 core beliefs. First, making sure everyone, especially the most marginalized person in society, actually has a voice in making policy. Second, creating a shared platform where good people can come together. Third, and this is a big one, offering a real alternative to politics as usual. And finally, grounding the whole thing in the teachings of both Gandhi and the architect of India's constitution, Babasaheb Ambedkar.
Okay, so we've got the method, the walk, and we've got the philosophy. But what's the actual end game here? What are they really trying to achieve? It all boils down to one thing: systemic change.
And they have a really clear 3-step plan to get there. First, use this massive walk to find dedicated, capable people all across the state. Second, work with those people to create a super detailed 15-year development blueprint for Bihar. And third, use that plan and that coalition of people to actually bring about fundamental systemic change.
But you know, systemic change can feel like a bit of a buzzword, right? So what are we really talking about here? What are the specific deep-rooted issues that Jansuraj is trying to fix?
It means going after the problems that have honestly plagued the state for decades. We're talking about a struggling education system, healthcare services that are falling apart, a chronic lack of jobs, and the mass migration that happens because of it. The goal isn't just a quick fix. It's to transform the very systems that create these problems in the first place.
And here's a really fascinating part of the process, something they call camp life. As the march moves from place to place, the whole team sets up camp in the villages. They're literally sharing meals, having conversations, and living the daily struggles alongside local people. It's about building genuine trust, and it's a world away from a typical political rally. Which really brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? In an era of complex, high-tech political machinery, can a movement built simply on walking, listening, and people power actually change the destiny of a state? That's the huge bet that Jansuraj is making.